docs.love.vom. Yeah, something tells me if that was a real website, I don't want to visit it. Oh, but don't worry, we can check it out on the best web browser of all time, Internet Explorer 7.0. Oh gosh, this is going to be good. Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. Now in today's episode, we're going to be taking a look at a bootleg copy of Microsoft Office Professional 2010. Now this was found at a thrift store of all places by a viewer named Matthew. I'll have his YouTube channel linked down below if you want to go check him out. But yeah, he found this, I believe at a Goodwill, and he messaged me over on Twitter and said, would you like me to send it to you? And I said, yeah, sure, that would be pretty awesome because I've never seen a bootleg copy of Microsoft Office 2010, in fact, Office in general, at least in person. I've seen images and, stuff like that because some of these bootlegs can get pretty hilarious with the design of the packaging and things like that. But I was really surprised with this one because it's a pretty good recreation of the official packaging. In fact, when I got this in the mail, I had to think for a second and I'm like, is this really the bootleg copy? Because right on the front here, this looks pretty close to the real thing. Now, unfortunately, we don't have a real copy of Microsoft Office Professional 2010 because the guy I bought one from on eBay has not sent me the copy, and it's been like a month, and I honestly think he's going to be sending me another bootleg copy of Office 2010 because it just seems that there were some fishy things going on. I'm not going to get into that right now, but I will be using images to compare this to what the official box looks like, and as you're going to see, it looks pretty darn close to the real thing. There are a couple of differences, mainly with the coloring. It is slightly different. This logo up here does look darker on this box here, but I honestly had to stop and think when I got this. I was like, is this really a bootleg copy? Because the box looks almost like what you would get if you bought this thing in a store. Everything's spelled correctly. It's got the correct placement of everything, the Microsoft logo down there, and the box, it's the same exact design. I think it's the same size. I honestly wish I could tell if I had the real thing here. And you've got all this information on the side, which you got Microsoft's actual address on the bottom. I don't really see any major noticeable spelling problems. Actually, right here, graphics. You've got GRA and then the P is intercapitalized. That is one misspelling that I know Microsoft wouldn't misspell something as simple as the word graphics. So you see up here it's even spelled correctly. So there are some like slight indications that, this is not the official thing. We can see that more on the back here because you've got like some, I believe this is a double space in between Microsoft and Office, but you've got only one space in between Professional. It looks like two spaces in between Professional and 2010. Get the best of Office 2010 with premium support and top-of-the-line tools that help you make the most of your time and your business. This chart here is just like what we have on the genuine copy of Microsoft Office, so that's what that looks like. It does spell the names of the programs correctly. The intercapitalization on PowerPoint and OneNote is correct, and it looks good until you get down here where you see Office 2010, better basics and bold new innovations. This is some odd looking stuff going on because Office is not capitalized. It should be because it's referring to Microsoft Office 2010, and then you have a colon between the 0 and the B in better. There's no space there at all. These two text boxes here look alright. Get the best of both worlds. You got that same weird colon placement again in between worlds, and the premium Office experience, comma, with no space, plus easily post your documents online and then access, comma, no space, edit and share from virtually anywhere. There's also no barcode on this at all. You may notice that. I believe there would be a barcode like right in this area or on the bottom. We get none of that because, I mean, if you were buying this in a store, obviously it's got to have a barcode on it, right? Well, we get none of that here. You do get this compatible with Windows 7 sticker right here, not sticker, but it's the logo. It also works with Vista and XP, obviously. Office.com, that is correct. This copy comes on a DVD, and what's interesting is the way it's packaged within this box here. We'll come back to that in a moment. Now you can see here, if we look inside, you've got this disclaimer from Microsoft Corporation. It says it's committed to environmental sustainability. You've got your little environmental statement, which, I mean, like, honestly, guys, I have not seen a bootleg copy of really any product that they recreate the packaging this well. And like I said, I honestly had to look at this and I'm like, is this really a bootleg copy? Because it looks, I mean, you've got literally the folds here are exactly, I mean, they look to be exactly the same as what's on the real packaging. But, so, like I said, I honestly had to look, and I was like, is this really a fake copy? But just with these spelling issues here, like, Microsoft wouldn't make these spelling mistakes or these grammar mistakes. I don't believe anything is misspelled, though there are some things misspelled inside of here. But it's a really, really good attempt at creating a legitimate looking Microsoft Office box. But anyway, we'll set this aside and we'll move on to the little DVD case here. Now, this is another weird thing because not only do you have the Microsoft logo right here, which is like engraved in here. I mean, it's like printed. This is not like a sticker or anything. This is a part of the packaging. Okay, and then up here, you've got a product ID. This is not like a product key, this is just, you know, I believe it's your little certificate of authenticity, it says right there on the side. It has been broken, meaning that this obviously has been opened before, right? But this too, I mean, it says Office Pro 2010 32-bit /x64 English International DVD made in Puerto Rico. Honestly, I can't really identify anything that looks off to me, okay? And even, I mean, just this alone here makes me think that this box in particular might have honestly been taken from a legitimate box, okay? Like they just bought this, put the pirated DVD inside, and then made this thing and put it in here. Though it seems weird that somebody would be selling just this piece and not the entire thing, but I don't believe this outer part here is official. It looks very, very close. It's very convincing, but like I said, these grammar mistakes here make me think that this was just recreated off of a template and then made to look like the real thing. But if we open this up here, now I've got the DVD removed because it was literally, I almost broke this disc. I'm not lying. I almost broke this thing trying to get it out of here, and you can actually see, like, I didn't do this here, but whoever tried to take this out previously, you can see there's a little chip there around the inner ring here. It actually got caught on one of these things, and I could not, like, even I had trouble getting this out when it was packaged in here. Maybe because it was cracked. Maybe that was the issue. But anyway, it was a pain to get out, but I guess it's not the fault of this. It was just that there was a crack in the disc. But speaking of the disc, look at this thing. This is so genuine looking. I mean, really, it's got the same, like, even the, like, sticker around here, which has all, you know, it's the little reflective thing where it says Microsoft genuine. You see, like, right here, it says Microsoft, and then it changes to genuine as you move it around. The design of this is correct. The only thing that throws me off is the printing. You can see, like, you've got DVD under DVD here. Like, it looked like it was printed twice, like, slightly off. So that is weird. You have, I believe, oh, you do have a different product code here. You can see this is X1627537002, and this is X1611455501 on the disc. That could be normal. The disc and the box could have different part numbers, but I just think this is a really good looking recreation. But what throws me off is what we have in the quick start guide here. So let me take this out and I'll show you what we're looking at, okay? So the quick start guide here, this font on the front doesn't look right to me, especially the fact that you have, again, like a double space in between Microsoft and Office. And I think it reads, like, it says, welcome. This guide will help you get started with Microsoft Office 2010 and point you to additional resources such as new Office web apps, help and how-to tips, templates, images, and more. You see, they properly capitalize everything here, which they don't on the box again. When you open this up, though, you've got some really weird stuff going on. Like, first off, on the getting started page here, visit http://www in all caps .office.com. And again, you've got lots of weird spacing. Start, step A, step B, like these are, you know, not capitalized here. They are here, and there's no space in between step A. There is one in between step and B. Look at these images here. They're very, very low quality. The colors are way off. They look grainy. You've got the proper spelling of the URL up here. Technical support is included for 90 days for all users and 1 year for Office Professional 2010 users. There's a period with no space in between the period and the S in support. Support begins once you activate your Office 2010 license. There, A space RE, 3 easy ways to get technical support if you need it, star. And we go to the asterisk down here, and this honestly looks like it was just copied and pasted here. Though maybe, whoa, look at the Look at that. HTTP, and you've got like the 2 slashes in a totally different font that's way enlarged, and it looks like a space in between them. So this is definitely not, maybe it is copied and pasted from somewhere, but they just didn't change the formatting. But the weirdest thing of all is what is on this page right here. What's new? Online services. Visit docs.love.vom. Yeah, something tells me if that was a real website, I don't want to visit it. But vom isn't even a real top-level domain anyway. And then as you read on here, we get some more weird things. Enjoy the best of both worlds. A colon again with no spaces, the premium Office experience plus powerful online capabilities with Microsoft Office web apps, dash web companions of Word, Excel, PowerPoint, and OneNote. Easily post your documents online, then access, edit, and share them from virtually anywhere. Okay, that seems fine. There are a couple of, like I said, there's some weird formatting errors. But down here, a capitalized S in the word theirs, live TM, as in, TM is supposed to be like the trademark symbol, right? Well, it's just live TM. Like, they don't even try to, change the sizing of it at all. All you need is a valid web browser and a Windows Live ID. Windows R, Internet Explorer R7. Oh no, not Explorer, Internet Explorer. Internet Explorer 7 or later on Windows, Safari 4 or later on Mac, Firefox 3.5 or later on Windows, Mac, and Linux. You got that weird with the slashes in HTTP again, spaced in between, HTTP and docs in the URL. Yeah, so this is, I assume this is supposed to be live.com, docs.live.com, but apparently the O, I don't know how on earth they screwed this up. How do you change live to love and com to vom? Like, that doesn't, how is that possible? Well, apparently it is, because they completely screwed that up here. And if we open this up here, yeah, these are some very low quality images. Look at this. You can make out everything just fine, even the text on this document here. What's new? The ribbon. The ribbon makes finding and using your favorite tools simpler and more intuitive so you can create great looking documents in a flash. You've got that again, backstage TM, trademark is just typed out as regular text. What's new? The backstage view. Oh look, they got it right here, TM, they got that. I mean, although TM is usually a superscript, not a subscript. So that is a slight inaccuracy there, but it looks better than this here. You see, that's the same thing, backstage TM, backstage, so yeah, they got that wrong. There's a lot of inconsistencies in this document. The backstage view provides a rich full-screen environment for working with all your documents so you can quickly save, print, and share, as well as access documents, properties, and change options. There should be some commas here, document, comma, properties, comma, and change options. And last but not least, you've got language and compatibility, which you again have odd spaces in the URLs, 2 spaces here instead of 1, capitalized S in today's. So yeah, there's just a lot of weird, formatting errors and things like that I know Microsoft wouldn't make if this was an official piece of Microsoft software and not a bootleg copy of some sort. Now, the weirdest thing of all is that Matthew told me that there is a product key included in this, and I'm not sure if it's a real product key, so I am going to cover it up, but this is it right here. It's printed, I believe that the product key sticker would be printed in this same area. This is a sticker, this is not printed on, but Matthew said that the key does not activate the copy of Office that is on this disk. So we're going to test this out, and we're going to try to see if we can activate this thing first of all, and see if it is a real copy of Office, which I assume it's going to be, but if it is real, it's just going to be a bootleg copy. So we're going to bust out the trusty Dell Latitude D610, which is running Windows XP, and we're going to try and see if we can get this copy of Office installed on this thing and see what it's all about. So let's get right to it. Alright, so we're back, and I just realized that the last time we used this computer in a video was the Christmas special, when I installed the Windows XP Christmas theme pack from 2004. You can check that out here if you want to see what that's all about. But let's go ahead and pop in the Office, the counterfeit Office DVD. Actually, we'll see if it comes up with an auto run at all. Yeah, so... okay, yeah, so this already looks kind of weird. Well, first off, we can still write files to this CD. And also, if we go to computer, it just shows up as... because there's this folder here. Like, normally, Office is not... like, the contents of the disk are not contained within a folder. They're just on the root of the disk. So this just looks like they ripped an Office CD and just copied the entire folder as opposed to just the files that were on the root of the disk, because here's the setup program right here. And this has a digital signature, Microsoft Corporation, on Wednesday, March 10th, 2010. So that lets us know that these files were taken off of it, or at least that file was taken off of a real Office CD. We are running XP here, so we're going to go into the x86 folder. Let's check out this right here. Once again, we have that digital signature from the same date, I assume. Yes. We also have an autorun.inf file, open equals setup.exe, but there's not. I thought Office had like an autorun application itself where you could, like, you know, like when you would put in the disk, it would come up and say, oh, what do you want to do? Do you want to install Office, read the documentation, whatever, right? Just from what we see here, this basically confirms for me that this is not a genuine copy of Office. You know, this is not a genuine CD. But let's run the setup executable. And there we go. Please wait while setup prepares the necessary files. Okay, and here's the product key screen. So I'm going to put in the product key that's on this disk. This is not a valid Office product key. See above examples to learn more. So we basically can't, I mean, I don't even think we can install this thing because you need to have a product key to proceed with the setup. Also, this is Office Standard 2010, not Office Professional. This is supposed to be Office Professional. It's just Office Standard. So yeah, that's also a huge red flag. Though I wonder if this product key is a product key for Office 2010 Pro and not Office Standard. Maybe this is a real product key. I'm going to go and try it out. Well, unfortunately, we're not going to be able to do that because I don't own a copy of Microsoft Office 2010, and Microsoft, though they used to offer download links to the program, they don't anymore because it's out of support. Now, to download a copy of Office 2010, you would have to put in your product key to the website, then it would verify if it's a genuine product key and then give you the download link. Well, you can't do that anymore, and I scoured the Wayback Machine trying to find an old download link, but I wasn't able to do so. So the mystery remains unsolved whether this product key is real or not. But honestly, if the packaging here was just taken from a real Microsoft Office box, which is likely because this is if this is a recreation, it's a very, very good recreation. But the contrast from this and what we've seen with the spelling on here just doesn't really add up. But yeah, the fact that this says Office 2010 Professional and what we have on the disk is Office 2010 Standard should definitely set off a red flag. That's going to wrap it up for today, guys. A very interesting episode. I know we've not really taken a look at bootleg versions of Microsoft programs like this, but I hope you found this one interesting. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Be sure to get subscribed down below and turn on those channel notifications if you haven't already to get notified whenever I upload a new video, which I do multiple times every single week on this channel. And as always, I want to thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.